He's camera shy.
Got to be on edge all the time. Never relax.
Oh, that's what we should have said when they asked us that.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I've been watching y'all practice for a couple of weeks.
Oh, good one.
Dang right, I'm nervous.
Welcome everyone to the 2025 ACC Tip-Off Q&A. I'm happy to welcome NC State to the stage. We have head coach Wes Moore, Zoe Brooks, and Zam Jones. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are coming off your 8th consecutive NCAA trip. 6 out of the last 7 years, you guys have advanced to the Sweet 16. You tied for the ACC regular season championship, and you returned 2 starters and 7 returners overall, which in this day and age is a lot, Wes. No seniors on this team.
Yeah.
Tell us why we should be so excited about this team.
Well, first of all, having no seniors is not real exciting. The really good teams we've had have great senior leadership, and now we're dependent on some younger players to provide that leadership, with Zoe being a junior and having started and played quite a bit her first 2 years, and Zamaria, McDonald's All-American out of high school and had a great freshman year. So we're counting on these two heavily to provide some leadership. We also have Tilda Trigger, who started most of the season a year ago. So that's our veterans. As you mentioned, my priority was trying to maintain our roster. And for the most part, we were able to do that. So I'm excited about it. And then we added a couple of freshmen, a couple of portal players. And we got a lot of things to be excited about, but we have a lot of questions to answer too.
There's nothing like jumping into the deep end to
I
start
know.
the season.
I know. Who made this schedule?
First 2 games, plus you've got Oklahoma and TCU. Can you talk about how you went about scheduling for this season? Or is someone going to get fired for this?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think these players would rather play great games, big games, be on the big stage, than playing, all directional school games or whatever. So I think they like that challenge. And then I think it prepares you. The ACC is unbelievable. It's so strong. 18 great programs, schools, universities in the league. You better find out early what your weaknesses are and what you need to fix. And, those things are going to get exposed when you're opening up with the schedule we have. I think 3 of our first 4 games are against teams that finished last year in the top 15. So, like I said, we'll learn early, and hopefully it'll help us down the road.
Wes, in recent years, it seems like you've kind of mastered your team peaking at the right time. Last year, you started off 4-3 before you really got things figured out and went on a run. Can you talk about that science of peaking at the right time?
Well, again, I think when you play the schedule, we play early. You can have some speed bumps in there, and so I think that was a big part of last year. I just think, again, the teams that are going to have successful marches, they get better all throughout the season. You can't just say, okay, we've finished the preseason and now play games. I mean, you've got to keep getting better because everybody else is. And so I think that's the biggest thing. I'm proud of this group. 16-2 in the conference a year ago, regular season champs. To do that, you have to show up every day, and not just in the games. In practice, you got to show up and get better, and then in the games, you got to take everybody seriously, because in this league, if you don't show up, you're going to get beat. And so I think that all prepares you, hopefully, for March Madness.
Jay Jacobs with Greenville Sports Media. My question is for the players. Is there a certain player or team that you look forward to playing this year?
UNC.
I say the same thing, UNC. We got to get better.
And Duke.
Local rivals.
Yeah.
Zam, I heard that you were in the gym a lot this offseason.
Sure.
What was the focus for you during these workouts?
I would say my biggest is probably conditioning. Going from freshman year to this year, I know my minutes will go up, so I have to be in shape to be able to run down the court. Also, just my overall game, being smart with the ball, my mid-range, three-point, definitely free throws. It wasn't the best last year, but it's going to get better.
Zoe, you attended the Kelsey Plum camp this summer. What did you take away from that experience, and what's probably the biggest thing that we should see on the court this year because of that experience?
She's a great finisher for her size. I mean, she's smaller than me. She's like 5'5", and she's a really, really good finisher. So she just really emphasized and taught us a lot about using our bodies as small guards and being able to finish against taller defenders.
This question is for Zamaria. This past WNBA season, we saw Fee join Elena Deladon in the 50-40-90, becoming the second woman in that club. And in your last game, you shot 44.4% from the field, 100 from the line, and then 3 past the arc, you shot 60%. Is the 50-40-90 something you think about when you're training? Do you just go with the hot hand? And if so, how does that affect your training?
I go with the hot hand. You know, if I'm hot, I'm hot. If let's say Zoe hot, she's hot. Like, we design plays to go for the hot hand. If you're killing that game, you're gonna be able to get the ball. But while I'm training, I just train to make shots in the game. Like, just train game, like, so in the game it come easy to me.
Zoe, when they asked about what game you're looking forward to, I'm following up on that. You said UNC without hesitation. Yeah. I want to know why you said that, and then what about those local rivalries make, playing against them special?
When I first got here when I was a freshman, I didn't understand the rivalry. I was like, why do we hate these people? Like, what did they do?
Don't hate them.
What did they do to us?
Hate them. No.
No, why are they our rivals? And then as I got older, I just kind of realized, like, when we go to their place, like, their fans, or they heckle us, and it just makes it more exciting. Like, it makes us, give us something to look forward to, I guess.
Wes, I asked this earlier, and you were actually the answer for a coach. But who would give the best Halloween candy out of the ACC coaches?
Oh, wow. Well, I don't know. Jeff Walls ought to give out good candy because he's making a whole lot of money over there. So I hope he's giving out good candy. But, I don't know. Again, that's important. You gotta be able. It's kind of like coaching. Sometimes it's a treat, and sometimes it's a trick. So you got to be prepared for all of it.
Zoe, I noticed you're sporting a new hairstyle.
Yeah.
Any significance behind this?
No. I've had the bun since I was like 7 years old. Everybody said that they want me to change it, and then one day in the summertime, something just clicked, and I started wearing this. But I do miss the bun. If I play bad with this hairstyle, the bun will be coming back.
Okay. You heard it here first.
Well, I hope you keep that do all year then.
Zam, you primarily came off the bench a year ago, and that was not something you were used to. But are there lessons learned from that you think is going to make you a better ball player this year?
For sure. A lot of people say I don't like coming off the bench, but don't like Coach Moore knows. But I enjoy coming off the bench. It was like you get the feel for the game while on the bench. Like, you get to see like what players are hot right now, what players are doing this. So coming off the bench, I didn't have a problem with it. But when my name was called, I was right there. I was ready to go.
You were
I was a dog. He's hilarious.
This is for all three of you guys. Like she mentioned earlier, there's been several Sweet 16 appearances in recent history for the NC State women's basketball program. What about this year's team do you think is going to make the difference to get past that Sweet 16 and maybe compete for a championship?
Coach Moore.
Yeah, again, these two players obviously give you a lot of confidence. And I might add, we've also, 6 of the last 7 years, these guys have finished in top 10 in the country, and only a couple other schools can say that. So I think these returning players have to make sure our culture and the way we do things, the process, doesn't slip any. And then obviously as coaches, it's up to us as well. But hopefully, again, I think the players we added, we're excited about them. They're going to give us a lift too. So hopefully it all meshes together. Unfortunately, whoever made this dang schedule, we don't get to ease into it. We're going to jump right in the fire, but hopefully it comes together pretty quickly.
Wait, you didn't make the schedule?
Yeah, I made it.
Hey, Jen Lewis, 3 Chicks in a Pod, News Stitched Media. So as we've established, y'all start the season off really light, no heavy hitters at all, especially against Tennessee on November 4th. So Coach, how do you prepare for Coach Caldwell who famously changes her players out every 2 minutes to keep fresh legs.
Yeah.
And what do you hope to learn?
Yeah. Again, they do. They play unique. As people like to say, they sub like a hockey line, 5 players at a time. And so stress conditioning is going to be really important. And you can't get caught up in it also. It's still basketball, and you got to go out and play. But, we have, that's the good thing about playing on first game of the year. We have been able to spend a little bit of time against the press because they'll pick you up full court on a make or a miss. They don't care. They're going to come at you. And so right now it's not looking very good. If we have guests come to our practices, we issue them all hard hats in case they were to get hit in the head with an errant pass. But hopefully in a few weeks we got it figured out and can handle a little bit better. But yeah, I would imagine they have a hard time getting a schedule because people don't like to play against something that's really different. And so it should be a great challenge for us.
Ladies, this is for you. Who on the team is maybe the media aren't talking enough about, but that you think after a couple of games, everyone's going to know this name and everyone's going to be talking about it?
I think Tilda. I think Tilda's a very important piece for us. She rebounds. She's a big that can shoot threes. I mean, she's 6'6" and can shoot the three really well. She also can rebound and block shots. So I think she's a very important piece for our team.
I think I would say Camille. A lot of people know she came from Vanderbilt, but I don't think she got the recognition she really needed at Vanderbilt. So I feel like her coming here, she's definitely gonna show people she's like that for real.
All right, Sam, I hear you're really big into Legos.
Yes.
What's your favorite set?
I would say the Home Alone house. It's my favorite set. Yeah.
All right, Zoe, I've been told you're a gifted writer.
I'm a gifted writer. Who told you that?
I got my sources. I can't reveal the source.
Yeah.
What will the headline read when you guys cut down the nets for the ACC championship?
What would the what would it say? NC State women's basketball is nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what it would say. Yeah.
All right, so this is for all three of you.
Okay.
And we'll start on the end. One-word answer. When I say ACC women's basketball, what's the first word that comes to mind?
Competitive.
Different.
Brutal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for your time today.
Thank you.
And if there's anybody here from Lego, we could use an NIL
Yes,
deal for
please.
tomorrow. She's giving you guys all kinds of props. You ought to be able to get that done. So, and then Zoe, her dad writes for the NBA. So she comes by it honestly. So she's a natural. So we'll work on that. We'll work on that headline.
Thank you.
I didn't like the headline.
Good luck with it.